Ever wake up from a dream that one day you might live in a world in which humans stop creating because machines do it for us? Could that really happen? Stick around and find out. Hi, I'm Hope Weinstein. I'm the author of the book, The Creative Toolbox, a practical guide to discovering and using your creativity. And I love helping people as they navigate their creative journeys. In one of my more recent videos, which I will link in the description below, I discussed that some creativity and AI experts believe that human creativity cannot be replaced by machines. This topic leads to a question. Can AI be creative? In his 2024 TED Talk, Boris Eldagsen, a German photographer, stated that it is difficult to determine if AI is creative because creativity requires consciousness, and it is not simple to define consciousness. At a very basic level, consciousness may be defined as processing information, which AI does very well. However, this definition of consciousness is limited when it comes to human creativity, which has so many complex processes, which I've been discussing in many of my videos. To further assess if AI is creative, you would need to also define creativity, which is similarly difficult to describe as consciousness, because as I just mentioned, it is so complex. Regardless of whether AI is creative or not, Eldagsen assured us that creativity occurs when humans team up with AI. Since humans have the knowledge of how to create something from an idea, and they have access to different AI platforms and the ability to combine platforms to get the results needed, humans, when working with AI, have a primary role that is similar to a director in a movie. On the other hand, AI serves in many roles as the assistant, the set designer, the actor, and the scriptwriter, to name several of them. For most creatives, this requires a change from the role they previously played in their work. This happened to Eldagsen. He explained that after working with AI for 2 years, his role as an artist had changed. Prior to working with AI, his photography was limited to his individual perspective and subjective expression because he was working alone, and he could see only through the lens of his human eyes and express with his single human voice. When using AI, Eldagsen described the experience as going from being a solo singer to becoming the conductor of an entire choir. In other words, he said the subjective becomes one with the collective. Eldagsen added that as a photographer, using AI as a tool, there's more to the role than generating images, and AI helps to break down the multiple components of the task. The human provides the prompt, or the idea, of what they want to create. The machine generates the image, and the human evaluates what was generated. The evaluation process requires questions. Does this image capture what I intended? Is there anything missing from this image I wanted? Do I need to change my prompt to get a better result? Eldagsen acknowledged that this process will not succeed right away, and it may require many trials to get what you intend. Sometimes changes must be made, whether it is getting a new idea after a period of being stuck or needing to change AI platforms. So for now, at least, it seems that for a creative vision to develop, human input is needed. But how much human input will be necessary as AI becomes increasingly capable of taking over the human roles in this form of collaboration? Eldagsen noted that AI platforms like ChatGPT-4 are already becoming so sophisticated that human prompts are no longer required. He expected that in the future, human evaluation will be something that can be replaced by AI. However, Eldagsen maintained that he will continue to insert himself into the prompting and evaluating components of the process. So his subjective perspective is included. He preferred to combine the knowledge and the experience of human and AI to create an art form of both man and machine. Despite the ongoing advances of AI as a tool in creative work, Eldagsen was optimistic about the continuation of human creativity in the future. He gave the example of computerized chess. It has been around for a long time, and now it is almost impossible to beat the computer at chess. Does this stop humans from playing chess? Of course not. In fact, computerized chess has raised humans to becoming higher-level chess players. It is the same with creativity. Humans will not stop being creative, even if AI becomes better at creating. And like chess, perhaps AI will push us to higher levels of creativity. So, can AI be creative? Only the future will tell. What do you think? Do you think AI will be able to create without human input? Comment down below. You never know who your comment may help. Well, that's it for now. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you found this information helpful. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more creative tools. See you soon.